When a woman pulls away and starts ignoring you, just do this one thing. Female psychology. There's a strange quiet that enters a man's life at times. A woman who once gave him attention, who smiled at his messages, who called late at night just to talk about nothing, suddenly becomes distant. The texts stop, the calls don't come, and when you reach out, her replies are short, cold, sometimes delayed by hours or not at all. You begin to ask yourself, what happened? Did I do something wrong? Did she lose interest? Is she testing me? Did I say the wrong thing? That confusion is heavy, and many men in that moment make the biggest mistake of their lives. They start chasing harder. They send double texts. They call over and over. They write long emotional paragraphs. They plead for her attention. And do you know what happens when you do this? She moves even further away. Because here's the truth that most men don't understand. When a woman distances herself from you, your reaction decides whether she comes back or whether you lose her forever. So let's dive deep into the psychology behind this. Why does a woman ignore? Why does she pull away? And most importantly, when it happens, what is the one thing you must do that changes everything? Why women distance themselves? The psychology behind it. First, understand this. Women rarely pull away for no reason. There's always something happening beneath the surface. Here are some of the most common psychological reasons. 1. She's testing your emotional strength. A woman, especially when she has feelings, will often step back slightly to see, is this man strong enough to hold his ground, or will he crumble the moment I withdraw? This isn't always conscious, but it's deeply wired into female psychology. Women are drawn to stability, not desperation. 2. She's losing interest or getting bored. Sometimes she feels you're too available, too predictable, and she wants to see if you're truly a man who values himself. If you panic and chase harder, you prove her right, that you were depending on her attention too much. 3. She's overwhelmed or processing emotions. Women feel deeply. If something hurt her or if she's going through stress, she may distance herself to work through it. But here's the key. If you don't respect that space, she sees you as selfish and needy. 4. She's comparing you. Yes, sometimes she may be talking to other men or thinking about whether you're the right one. It hurts, but it's reality. And the way you act when she ignores you will either raise your value or destroy it. 5. She wants you to lead. In many cases, her pulling back is a silent way of asking, are you a man who needs my constant attention, or are you a man who stays in control of himself? The male mistake. When men don't understand female psychology, they fall into one deadly trap, chasing validation. They believe that if they just explain themselves more, if they just remind her how much they care, if they just push a little harder, she'll come back. But female attraction doesn't work like that. Women don't fall in love with words. They don't fall in love with pressure. They fall in love with how a man makes them feel. And nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. So when she ignores you and you start chasing, here's what she sees. You're insecure. You need her more than she needs you. You can't handle emotional pressure. In her mind, she loses respect. And once respect is gone, attraction dies. The one thing you must do. Now here's the truth, and it might shock you. When a woman distances herself and ignores you, the one thing you must do is nothing. That's right, do nothing. Not in anger, not in revenge, not in immaturity, but in calm, confident silence. Why? Because silence communicates strength. Think about it. When she ignores you and you do nothing, no chasing, no begging, no desperate calls, you show her that you are not dependent on her mood for your peace. You respect her space. You have control over your emotions. You're not afraid of losing her. And here's the twist. Women feel more attraction when they realize a man is strong enough to let them go, because it makes them wonder, if he's so calm while I'm ignoring him, maybe he doesn't need me as much as I thought. Maybe he has options. Maybe he's stronger than I realized. That curiosity pulls her back. A story to remember. Let me give you an example. There was a man named David. He met a woman he really liked. At first, everything was beautiful. Texts every day, long phone calls, sweet words. But one day she grew distant. She stopped replying. She stopped initiating. David panicked. He wrote her long emotional messages. Did I do something wrong? Please talk to me. I miss you. But the more he begged, the colder she became. Until one day he decided enough was enough. I won't chase anymore. If she wants to go, let her go. He stopped texting. He focused on himself. Hit the gym, met friends, worked on his goals. He carried himself with quiet strength. Weeks later, she reached out. Hey stranger, why haven't you texted? Do you see the shift? She expected him to keep chasing. When he didn't, she felt his value rise. Because women notice when a man has the courage to walk away. What happens when you do this? When you stop chasing and simply allow her space, one of two things will happen. 1. She comes back. Her curiosity and respect grow. She remembers your value. She reaches out because silence is louder than begging. 2. She leaves. And if she leaves for good, then she was never truly yours to begin with. But you keep your dignity. You remain in control. And you open the door for someone better. Either way, you win. The deeper lesson. The truth is, women don't fall for men who can't handle silence. They fall for men who remain unshaken when tested. Female psychology is wired to be drawn to strength, to leadership, to calmness in chaos. So the next time a woman ignores you, remember this. Don't beg, don't chase, don't explain yourself endlessly. Just do this one thing. Hold your silence, respect the distance, and focus on your own value. Because the moment you stop chasing, you start attracting. Final words. A woman distancing herself is not the end. It's a mirror. It shows you whether you are ruled by neediness or by strength. Most men fail this test. They chase and lose. But the man who understands female psychology knows. Sometimes the most powerful move is no move at all. Because when you stop running after her, you give her the space to miss you. When you hold your silence, she hears it louder than words. And when you respect yourself enough to let go, you become the kind of man she can't forget. So remember, when a woman ignores you, don't panic. Don't beg. Do the one thing most men are too afraid to do. Stay calm, stay silent, stay strong. That's how you win. Thanks for watching my video.